Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Hit Squad and 10th Planet, Las Vegas, Nevada. Cole, the Animal Jordan. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Extreme Couture, Las Vegas, Nevada. He is Battleborn Cody Monsalve. Your referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Mark Smith.
Three 2-minute rounds. Action is starting relatively quickly here, and Monsalve fires a kick to the head that is checked by Cole Jordan, but Cole, he does have heavy hands, so don't be surprised if he's looking for that knockout tonight. Oh, Monsalve, nice job. Catches the kick, throws a right hand, and then goes for the takedown and gets it.
Jordan trying to fight his way out of that. Currently in full guard. See if he's going to be able to throw those legs up. Slowly working his way back to the cage, but Monsalve lands a nice right there.
Yeah, he was looking for that arm.
Turning.
He's got it extended the wrong direction, though, so the elbow was breaking on him. Not in the way that he wanted.
Monsalve popped Jordan in the nose.
Yeah, Jordan very composed, though.
Yeah, he's
checking for blood, and sure enough, there is some.
Yep. Monsalve staying very heavy on top of him. Not letting Jordan get comfortable. Every time he moves up, he gets hit with a nice right.
And Jordan kind of transitioned there, went for the takedown himself to try to drag him down into a guillotine. That didn't work. He ended up popping right back up, and now he ends up in top position.
Good spot for Jordan to be in, half guard. See if he can land any damage here. Still a little time left in this round.
About 25 seconds in round number 1. And my guess is that Jordan has to do something significant here to steal this round.
You would think so. I mean, being in top position for this long, though, definitely scores with the judges. If he could get some ground and pound before the round is over, he could steal it.
He's working hard.
Monsalve doing a pretty good job of
neutralizing, yeah.
Yep.
He's tying up his arms. Is this round still supposed to be going on? What's going on here?
I feel like it's going too long. I see John Wood and the commission talking to the timekeeper. I don't know. It seems like Mark Smith keeping a close eye.
This isn't. I think he may have gotten mistaken thinking that this was a 3-minute round, like a championship bout, but it's not.
Well,
no, it's 2-minute rounds. That, you know what? That's fascinating because that went 3 minutes. I just heard the
Mark Smith,
the referee, saying that. But what's interesting is that so the commission is talking to the timekeeper right now, trying to straighten everything out. What's going on is that we have 5 fights that are all title fights, right? That are coming up after this.
Yep.
But this is supposed to be 3 2-minute rounds. Now, what's interesting about that is that we didn't think that Cole Jordan had enough time in order to steal the round, but with that extra minute added on top, I think you can make a convincing argument that he easily won that round. But what do they do in this situation where you have an extra minute that shouldn't have counted? It'll be interesting to see how the commission approaches this if this does in fact go to a decision. And
never seen that happen before.
Neither have I. Okay, second round. 2 minutes on the clock.
We think. I mean, there's 2 minutes on the clock.
Definitely 2 minutes on the clock.
Mark Smith calling for a towel now.
This is turning out to be a really weird fight. This isn't abnormal, but just this paired with the extra minute that just happened. All right, here we go. Rang back in, 2 minutes on the clock. I think they have it sorted out with the timekeeper.
Wow.
They trade big kicks, and they're just trading punches now. Monsalve catches that one. Looks for the takedown. Jordan doing a nice job of avoiding it.
Jordan just peppering away at Monsalve up against the cage. Curious if that extra minute's going to take it out of these guys. If you're not planning for a 3-minute round, that could have some effect. Referee Mark Smith letting them know that they need to be active. He will break them apart. Jordan dropping some knees to the thighs of Monsalve.
And just like that,
he does something.
Mark says you better do something, and Jordan does a nice job. Little hip toss there.
This is a good position from him.
Yeah, brings Monsalve down, and Jordan in top position, just over 30 seconds left, has been in fairly good control throughout this entire round. I mean, Monsalve was threatening with the takedown but was unable to complete it. Jordan looks to be winning this round. We got 20 seconds left, and if he just stays in this top position and kind of throws some punches, stays active enough, this could be a pretty good round for him.
Monsalve holding on to that leg.
Monsalve was eating some punches there on the bottom. This is the final 10 seconds here of round number 2. Jordan unable to posture up. Does there in the final seconds, but definitely a good round for Cole Jordan.
And only 2 minutes long.
What do you know?
Still a little blood there coming out of Monsalve's nose in the corner, but big kicks there by by Jordan.
Now, Monsalve was firing right back too,
Yeah.
but Jordan definitely got the better of that exchange. And then when they did get tied up and up against the cage, Jordan was the one that was doing the damage. And then you see here,
and here's the takedown.
doing a nice little roll there and getting his opponent on his back and just peppering him with some punches.
Very active the entire round was Cole the Animal Jordan. Pretty sure he took that round. Still, the first round just kind of question mark.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know. I mean, you have to score what they fought, right?
Like you said,
until the bell rings.
I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, very rarely do you see.
Never. I mean, in 15 years.
Look, in competition, just in general, normally all of the rounds are the same length. In the amateur ranks, you have 2-minute rounds unless it's a championship fight, and then they go to 3-minute rounds. So that's abnormal that you get the changing there. But I've never seen that happen before, so I have no idea if this fight will even stand or if it becomes a no contest. I mean, who knows? Either way, let's call what we're seeing here, and that is Cole the Animal Jordan once again putting the pressure on Cody Monsalve, who appears to be fading a little bit as this fight goes on. Still in the pocket, and he's still fighting, but it just appears that Jordan is getting the better of these situations where they do get tied up.
Yeah, Jordan having a lot of success on the ground. Monsalve does look tired. They're doing an okay job right now of keeping himself on his 2 feet. Mark Smith telling him to keep it busy, though. Action is paramount in the Tuff-N-Uff Fighting Championships.
The crowd's not liking it, and Mark Smith isn't liking it either. He breaks him up, and they start trading again. Both these guys with one shot could knock each other out.
Big head kick.
Monsalve checks it, though, and fires right back. Cole Jordan presses in, looking for that takedown.
Ooh,
he ends up On his back. This is an interesting development here. So about 35 seconds left.
Full
and
mount.
look at this. Monsalve now in full mount. He's raining down some big punches. This could be trouble for Jordan. He gives up his back.
Monsalve thought about going for the neck. Mark Smith tells him to fight back.
Yeah, so he's doing a good job of tying him up. But he could stop this.
Less than 10 seconds.
He is defending himself, but he's taking a lot of punishment.
It's
Final seconds. The crowd stomping their feet, and that is the end of the fight. But we will go to a judge's scorecard.
This is going to be very interesting to see how the judges score this.
Yeah,
because Monsalve clearly won
third round.
The third round, and there was a good argument that could be made that he won the first 2 minutes of the first round.
Well, at least,
well, the better part of the 2 minutes.
So yeah, it was about 40 seconds remaining in round number 1 when Jordan came in and was able to turn the tides his direction. And he had about 30 seconds where he was in top position, and he was the one that was raining down the punches. However, for the first almost minute and a half, it was Monsalve.
Yep.
So it depends on if the judges are seeing it as who puts the exclamation point on the round.
Yep.
Like, are they watching the entire round and judging it in its entirety, or are they just looking at it and going, oh, well, this guy was clearly winning when the round came to a close? And do they factor in what happened with that extra minute? And if they do factor that in, how do they factor it in? I mean, it's one of the most interesting scenarios that we've ever seen.
I could see the ring announcer, Justin Bernard, meeting with the Athletic Commission right now, getting clarification on what's going to happen. He's got the cards.
Yeah, he's talked to the judges. They've made a decision. Which decision did they render, and for which fighter? Fighters are talking with their corners, trying to fully understand what happened as well. Here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 3-round war, we go to the judges' scorecard. For your winner by split decision, Cole the Animal Jordan.
So half the crowd likes it, half the crowd does not. I don't think the judges necessarily got it wrong. I don't know if there was a way to get it right.
I think it was a split decision. Could have gone either way.
Yeah. I think it was very close. It came down to like that 20-second window because there was 20 seconds there that Cody had in his favor, and Cole ended up turning the tides. Like I said, at the end of round number 1, it was a great fight.
A weird fight. It was a good fight.
And we still don't really know exactly what happened on the judges' scorecards with that extra minute in there.
Both of these fighters deserve props because they fought their heart out, especially when there's a weird circumstance like that happens.
Neither fighter gave up all the way to the very last bell. Very exciting fight. Title fights are coming up next. We'll be right back.
You could be lying.